Sir Isaac Newton, aka the man responsible for most of our physics homework, once sat underneath an apple tree. The rest of the story is fairly self-explanatory and irrelevant to our task. However, he did discover many laws of physics which govern and dictate our interactions every day. He found that all forces exist in pairs and that there are no forces which exist on their own. This is the heart of Newton's third law.
Third law states that when there is an interaction between two objects, the forces that they exert on each other will be equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Or, if object A, in this case action, exerts a force on object B, the big guy, then object B will exert an equal but opposite force on object A.
Whoa, sorry, man.
Whoa, hang on. Let's see that again. Not just because it's funny. According to the law, the forces are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So why did Ashton get launched into a bush? Why did the forces not cancel? That's a good question. The reason why they didn't cancel is because they do not act on the same object. Only forces acting on the exact same object can cancel each other out. In this case, Ashton exerts force on Blake, and Blake exerts force on Ashton. Exhibit A. Exhibit B. 60 kgs, 100 kgs. The force required to move Blake is far greater than the force required to move Ashton. Although both experienced the same force, Ashton, as the lighter object, was moved and Blake was not, as he had a greater mass. In Newton's third law, he shows that there are pairs. The pairs have to be equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. This is an example of a third law force pair. And this is an example of what it doesn't look like.
Another characteristic of third law force pairs is that they always act along the same line and at the same time. There are a few forces in action here. First of all, there's normal force, which is the wall pushing on Doomy as he pushes on it. This is happening at the same time, and it is always perpendicular to the surface of contact. Another force that is in play at the moment is friction between Doomy's feet and the grass. Friction always opposes motion and acts in the opposite direction.
You need to put some Michelins on those things. Can't push a wall with no Michelins on.